Evening VC, Dave here. Real short video tonight. Got just a few things I've picked up recently. The first is a record that was reissued for Record Store Day. I don't know which one of them. There's one every other month now. It's fairly ridiculous, but Sherv at Julius Jabbar did a fantastic feature video on the Arista Freedom label, and it got me to thinking. I still have no Marion Brown in the collection, which is hard to believe. It's just his stuff doesn't pop up. It's been on my list forever. Everything's over $100, it seems, especially on ESP disc. And so just had a hard time finding his stuff. Now they did reissue Porto Novo for Record Store Day, and Launchbox happened to have one copy left. And when I saw it was pressed at Pallas in Germany, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. So yeah, I picked it up, and it is fantastic. Great reissue. Impeccable quality on this record, and Marion Brown on fire the whole time. And Han Bennick is on the drums, and yeah, you all know I'm in a Han Bennick phase, and this dude, man, he's unstoppable on this record. Martin Van Regeren Altina on bass, who I'm not familiar with, but this one is probably my favorite record on this label now. Man, I love this. This has gotten a couple spins, and it's free, that's for sure. And Han Bennick is just an animal on the drums, on the kit. But Marion Brown's tone, even when he gets way out, is still a great tone. It's not, it doesn't screech, it doesn't sound like you're murdering a cat. It's just perfection. Fucking great record. Yeah, that one I'm very, very pleased with. 'Cause I just, for some reason, jazz reissues for Record Store Day they don't really appeal to me all too much. I've picked up a few, but I'd rather have an original or an earlier reissue. But that one's top notch. And in the used bin, this was sitting there for $6, so I grabbed it. The Skull Defects 2013 to 3012. This was released on Thrill Jockey in 2011. So this is a very unique 12-inch. So there's 3 tracks on side A: Children of the Skull Defects, Beyond, Within, and Embryo. Now, this at the time had Daniel Higgs on vocal, Asa Osborne on guitar. Now, both members of Lungfish. I was surprised to see Asa on this because I have some other Skull Defects and he's not on there. So this is more like a collaboration effort between the Skull Defects and his band Zomes at the time, Asa Osborne now. The first track is great. Asa, heavy, repetitive guitar, repetitive vocal from Daniel Higgs, just like Lungfish. Really, really good. I love that track. Dig this whole thing. Now, the thing that's interesting about this, the B side are the same 3 tracks, except played backwards, and you have to set the needle in it, and it's a reverse lathe cut, so it plays from the middle out. It's crazy. I've never, and it's bizarre to hear the music backwards. But this artwork is phenomenal from Daniel Higgs, and it just draws you in. I'm a big fan of his artwork. I have an art book of Daniel Higgs. I have some of his tattoo art that were made onto cards. And yeah, one of my musical heroes for sure, Daniel Higgs. So yeah, happy to pick that up for $6. And then I got home and got a package in the mail. A long time coming. And if you know what this is, then you know who sent it. That's right, Vinyl Community Steve Carlson. So this package came all the way from Michigan. Steve happens to be a member of Vinyl Me Please. I am not a member. And they put out a very significant record last year. And there was a listing on Facebook about it from Vinyl Me Please with order now in stock. Well, as it turns out, it was still, after weeks and weeks, a pre-order that began back in the summer, from what I take it from others. And it got pressed, it got sent out, the covers got made, and then the shipment of the covers got damaged and water damaged. So they had to redo all that. So it finally arrived to Steve, and he ordered himself a copy because I recommended, well, I think he just was like, this is such a good record that I need to get one too. And here it is, Sonny Sharrock, Ask the Ages, with the original cover art. It's yeah, this is one that Mazzy and his Four Corners group or whatever would lose their mind over, because this was, let's see, lacquers cut by Ryan Smith at Sterling Sound, pressed at QRP in Salina, Kansas, limited to 2,000, and sounds remarkable. And yeah, it's numbered. I have number 238 out of 2000, and yeah, not a lot I need to say about this that hasn't already been said. But Elvin Jones on the drums, Pharoah Sanders on the sax, phenomenal playing by Sonny Sharrock on the guitar. One of the best free jazz records out there. Was only on CD for a long time, I think, and then there was a reissue that came out of the UK with a plain cover, and it got expensive quick. And I ordered one from my local store, from Lunchbox, back when it had first come out, but that's right when the pandemic hit, and it was UK import, and it just never came. There's nothing Scott could do about it, so I went without it for all those months, and then this, had to wait on this one. So, but it was definitely a record worth the wait. But that's everything. Hope everybody's well out there. Peace.